Hey everyone, it's Lynxy and welcome to Lake of Voices. Now I know nothing about this game, but on this day of our countdown, I wanted to go ahead and give us the joy of games that we do not know. Alright, so basically a whole bunch of videos should be coming out today, or at least well into the day, whenever this is uploaded. So we're gonna go ahead and just jump right in. I have no idea what the Lake of Voices is about. I have no idea, well, like, honestly, I don't even remember, like, how I got this game. I think it's free. I will go ahead and post everything in the description, though, so that way you guys know. So let's see. Choices. You'll need to make various decisions throughout Lake of Voices. Here are a few details to keep in mind. Certain choices are timed. Time running out isn't something to completely avoid. In some cases, not getting involved can open new possibilities. Other choices aren't timed. These options only determine whether Kika has any special affection for another character or not. Oh, okay. If you survive until this... survive? Hold on now. If you survive until the second night, the story will branch into one of 5 different plot lines based on your earlier decisions. The other characters cannot manage all situations in the various plot lines regardless of what you do. If a character isn't making it, try getting that plot with a different set of survivors. What game did I download? We're having the same group of characters venture through some other storyline. Becoming closer to someone can add and or remove future choice options and change how some scenes play out. Your decision to build that connection may not go unnoticed by the other characters. Earning the full amount of affection with certain characters can require getting into specific plot lines. Page up returns previous text choice. Tiki opens full. Okay. What did I get? My grip on my lantern tightens as the fog around us thickens. While the forests in this area are relatively safe compared to Sinlos, I can't help but feel my hair stand on end the further we get. My free hand fingers the hilt of my sword, something akin to a nervous reflex.
Have you seen it before?
Oh dang, hello. Bamel breaks the silence, either sensing my unease or assuaging help his own. I hope it's the latter.
I haven't. I've had no reason to go near this cursed lake until now. What of you?
Dang, you so cute. Dang, alright. Mel scratches his chin casually, as though I asked what his favorite food is.
I traveled a long way around it once before. Not so pleasant. Something about it just frays your nerves. Although, even being near it is enough.
So I'm not the only one who feels it. A sense of relief hits me, but not enough to undo the buzzing of anxiety. The lake Sinlos, there we go. I keep trying to say Sinalos. Most try their best to avoid it all their lives. The hundreds who die attempting to cross its unearthly black water, dragged to death by the creatures lurking within, aren't a secret. Oh, okay.
No wonder you were assigned this mission.
There are a few who've had first-hand experience with the place, even if from a distance. He'll probably keep being picked whenever they need someone to cross, for however long he's with us. Bamel shrugs, bringing my attention back to the dark path before us.
At least we're taking the bridge this time. It'll only take 2 days instead of double that, and the sooner this place is behind us, the better.
It would be preferable not to risk it. But time is of the essence. We don't really have a choice.
These voice actors are nice. Hey, very clear. One of our allied villages, Hemmer, is being harassed by brigadiers, a band of ruffians. We don't have many guards to send as an assist, only Bamel and myself. The least we can do is arrive before we're too late to be of any use. These kinds of squabbles happen often, but have to be put down lest they turn into a blood grudge or all-out war. The last we heard, neither option was that far off.
I can also see why they chose you to come out here.
Oh, can you? Sorry. Listen, I love Otome games, and I don't think this is an Otome game, but I have a love for them. Expect that in February. I glance at Bamel, and an eyebrow raised. A slight smile plays across his lips.
You're always so calm and so serious. Nothing can get to you. You're the best choice they had.
Oh. A smile now tugs at my own lips. I would like to thank him, but that wouldn't be so calm and serious as he just described. And if that's how he sees me, I like to keep it that way. My lack of reaction only makes his smile grow, and he chuckles a bit before refocusing on the path. I do the same. It wouldn't be right to let my guard down in a place like this. Bamel appears to feel differently, however.
You know the town on the other side of the lake, though? It's not so similar to ours. If all goes well, perhaps we'll have enough time to enjoy the new area.
Ooh, you asking me out on a date? Boy? That's if we live. For the most part, I ignore him, nodding when applicable. Bamel is a talkative sort, and if chatting helps keep his worries down, and his sword hand ready, I have no complaints. After a time, the thick fog surrounding us begins to clear. A slick wooden dock comes into view, and with it the sound of water gently lapping at its sides. Oh, you see, they said bridge, you know, and I was like, okay, a bridge. But, Bamel shifts beside me, stretching his lantern arm as far as it will go. He seems tense.
Someone's already here.
Oh, snap. Oh, a young woman stands by the dock, eyeing us warily. Does she intend to cross tonight? Evidently, she has the same question. As we step up next to her, it's clear she isn't simply passing by. She's waiting. The stranger nods curtly to
Margaret.
us.
Kiga the Steadfast.
Bamele.
Oh,
Hello?
Bamelo. What? Bamelo? Or did he just say Bamel hello? Very quickly. There's a stuffy silence. Margaret turns to gaze out across the lake, expression unclear. There's not much to say, but Mel and I do the same. I'm still gonna come in for Mel. From here, the black surface of the lake looks disarmingly calm. Wind rushes across its surface, sound like whispering. Though perhaps it actually is whispering. I concentrate, trying to place a difference, searching for breaks in rhythm. After a few seconds, I feel foolish. It doesn't matter what the noise is, whether I hear them or not. We're not alone. The Nixie are out there. A feeling that I can't quite shake tells me they've already noticed the little group of people on their shores. It feels hostile. My stomach sinks, and I instead address Bamel.
Where is the guide?
Unless he's on the center island, or on the complete other side, your guess is as good as mine. It's dark as pitch out there.
Panic rises inside me. Panic I tried hard to
We
quench.
can't cross without him, and we need to get going soon.
You can't cross with him either.
Oh? Then behind us, Margaret cuts in with something like a salute.
What?
I know the guide will be here tonight. I have already made arrangements with him to cross.
Oh. Bamel and I share a look. The woman seems hotly and willing to put up a fuss.
I have his word he'll take me today. It would be wiser for the two of you to begin the trip around if you're really in such a hurry. Or you can make camp here and wait for him to make the trip back if you prefer.
Why don't we all just go together, you stupid person? I don't need to turn my attention to Bamel to know he's riled up. I step in before he can say something rash.
Even if that is so, my companion and I must begin the trip tonight.
Girl, we are knights. Like, who are you? Got my face. Margaret is unimpressed and opens her mouth to argue further.
We'll wait for the guide to arrive before coming to a conclusion about any of this.
Thank you, Kika. At least someone's smart. Well, not. I'm sure Bamel is smart too, but you know what I mean. She clips her mouth shut, then lets out a sigh.
You can do as you like.
Girl, I'm about to break your glasses and throw them in. With the matter tentatively settled, Bamel moves away. His finger begins to tap loudly against the top of his hilt. He shifts from one foot to another, then groans.
What's that bastard even up to?
I almost visibly start, but manage to restrain myself. He probably doesn't know any better. I'm sure of that. It's not worth
With a
mentioning.
mouth like that, you shouldn't even have the right to ask the guide to take you across.
Hello? Girl, he didn't even say. Can I push her in? Can she go?
How ludicrous. He's faced far worse than a bit of foul language.
What did you say that was so wrong?
Do you know anything that's happened with this lake?
Girl, that's why we have a guide. Of course we
I
know.
know enough.
Margaret is clearly not convinced, but she shrugs and makes a show of turning her back to him. See, now we can push her.
The guide's father is Garvin the Exemplar. Garvin never accepted the guide as his son, all the way up until he died in this lake. Your statement could be seen as tasteless.
Ow. Okay, so maybe I feel a little stupid, but listen.
Oh,
Yeah. Bamel rubs the back of his neck, his face regretful.
My apologies to the guide. I didn't mean it that way. I never knew about his... well, that.
Smile spreads across my face, one I quickly wipe away. He really did just misspeak. Listen, man, kings and crap have like a whole bunch of illegitimate sons and like junk and disown them so easily because they can. You don't see a farmer trying to go ahead and disown their son because they need that because they need him to work, you know. So the silence slowly stretches between three of us, growing more awkward with each passing second. Margaret seems irritated and Bamel abashed. You're quite informed, Margaret. I'm sure you're forgiven, Bamel. Say nothing. Margaret can go. Goodbye.
I know you. You are brash but not intentionally cruel. I'm sure all is well.
Thank you. Bamel smiles and claps me on the back.
You're a good woman, Kika. Smart, too. You've never been here, yet you knew more of the guy than I did.
I know about Garvin, truthfully. Tales of his deeds were some of the only stories my parents ever told.
Is that so? You could tell me more about it sometime.
Okay. I pause, unsure how to respond to this type of request.
I would like that very much.
Ooh, she blushing. Okay. Girl, yeah.
Yes, I wouldn't mind that. It must wait until after this trip, though.
She's so stone-faced about it. Oh, girl. You okay?
Of
It's fine.
course. We should drop this topic sooner rather than later, in any case.
I agree.
Even if there's no harm meant, hearing someone mention Garvin is probably difficult for the guide, no matter what the circumstance. With the topic dropped, we each remained locked inside our own thoughts, not another word passing between us. Eventually, a small light appears on the bridge ahead, gently swaying through the foggy air. It gets closer and closer until it becomes apparent it's a figure carrying a lantern. That must be the guide, although I can't shake the ghostly aura it gives off. The figure steps onto the shore, but we wait for him to approach us instead of going to meet him. None of us are sure how close to the waters we can get before it is no longer safe. You cute too, dang. Okay. He stops in front of us and simply
Are
stares.
you the guide of Sinlos?
The man nods. He has a sharp face and weary eyes.
Well, that's grand. We would like an escort across the lake.
Bamel motions to the two of us, and Margaret approaches, a strained smile on her
Hello,
face.
it's good to see you again. I'm ready to cross, as we've agreed upon.
The guide turns to face her as well, face remaining unchanged. It must not be a lie. He would have had to say something otherwise. She really does have preference to travel with him. That's a problem.
Is there a way we can all begin the trip tonight?
Yes, I will allow all three of you to go. But with that many, at least one will die before we reach the other side.
I vote Margaret. I furrow my brow. It's a disturbing addendum, and one offered with little emotion attached. The Bamel glares back, asking without asking what we're supposed to do with such circumstances.
You should go around.
The sentence hangs in the air, the second half unspoken, if you want to live.
We don't have time for that. There are people counting on us for protection. Why does she need to go?
Bamel, chill out, man. Alright, listen, I like you, but don't be a hothead. Chill. He jerks a finger at Margaret, whose face contorts with anger.
I don't need to explain myself to you. My journey has already been put off once, and I was promised I could go today. I will be going under any circumstances.
Man, she's probably like a witch or something. She meets Bamel's eyes with a gaze of steel. He starts to speak, and she cuts in.
An extra day or two shouldn't be that much of a problem for you. Whoever you're meeting can surely wait such a tiny amount longer. Patience is a virtue, after all.
Why doesn't anybody just explain to her, like, listen, we are trying to go ahead and make sure a village is safe, bro. Like, it's not that
The
hard.
night is only so long, and if we're still on the bridges when the sun comes up, we'll all die as they sink back below the surface. If you don't decide soon, no one will be going.
Hey, there we go. The guide is dispassionate, stoic. I would almost feel something's wrong with him if I didn't share the trait myself. Bamel pulls me to the side, jaw clenched tight.
That woman isn't armed.
Bamel! I mean, listen, I'm okay with throwing her in the lake, but just chill. His voice is low. He darts a glance at Margaret.
We can easily get her to back off if we make this into an actual fight.
She's probably
After
a
all,
mage.
we have to go tonight, yes? If one of us really is to die, it'll be her. Would staying be a worse fate than her death?
Boy, I like you. Trust me, we have the whole mindset because I'm ready to throw her off the bridge too, but we can't just... We're knights. Come on, man. I stare at the dock, refusing to meet Bamel's eyes, and try to keep my voice as level as possible.
We don't know her situation. This isn't a decision we can make for her.
Thank you, Kika.
What?
Bamel leans in close. Apparently having missed what I said, I remove the sympathy for her in my response when I speak again.
The guide won't accept something like that, I assume.
His face is grim.
Then what else do you have in mind?
She'll die on her own means if that's the case, boy. Just let's go.
First of all, you and I cannot split up. Either we both stay, or we both go.
Right. That's not a question.
True. I cross my arms, a hand on my chin. I have full confidence in my abilities, and Bamel's, but there's no reason not to believe the guide knows exactly what he's talking about. If we go, he might not be able to give the group the attention we each deserve. That would mean we truly would be putting Margaret's life at risk on top of our own.
And I believe you.
We're leaving. Let's go. Bamel's reply is firm. My steadfastness seems almost weak in comparison to its certainty. He addresses the
We
guide.
shouldn't waste more time. Let's shove off.
The guide slowly turns around without even a nod to show his agreement. Margaret stares at Bamel and me, something of a resolve in her gaze. Then she follows after the guide. She gonna push one of us in. At least she didn't insist we stay behind.
We should do what we can to protect her. It's our fault she's being put in even further danger.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly my thoughts. We will take care of everything. Maybe I'm being naive, but I have no intentions of letting anyone fall victim to this lake tonight. Those monsters can starve.
We'll see. I smile at him for a change, and Bamel eagerly smiles
We're
back.
lucky to have each other in this, I think.
Ugh, boy, stop. He turns to follow the others across. I will protect everyone on this trip. I will. We will make it through this. Then I step onto the dock and join them. Alright. I think we're going to go ahead and save it right there. I'm not even going to read this. We're going to just save it. There we go. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody!